Hi grad writing peeps, Dr. E here for week 6 of English 4321 grant writing. We're getting down to it. I know it seems we've done a bunch of little pieces and we're not quite sure how everything fits together, but I think once we get started, I think you'll realize we're in good shape. In terms of the actual reading for the class, we are studying evaluation, which is how you know that your grant is working, how you can demonstrate to yourself and to a funding agency that your grant is doing a good job. This could take a lot of forms, as you'll see from our reading. Sometimes, if you're using a federal grant and some kinds of private foundation grants, you will hire an outside evaluator to come in and assess your program. And many grants, actually federal grants, require that that outside evaluator be used. Other grants will require for you to use a particular format to collect particular data and report it back. And sometimes you can come up with your own evaluation plan. Now, for the grant that we're doing with the food bank, it's going to be pretty straightforward. I'll let y'all think of how you're going to do it, but basically we're doing a straightforward program grant. We are going to demonstrate to our funding source, in this case the Floor Foundation, that if the food bank gets a certain number of dollars, a certain number of meals are going to wind up in the homes and hopefully in the stomachs of these food insecure CCISD children and their family members. But in terms of actually putting the grant together, this is the exciting stuff. As you look and do our reading this week, you'll note that we do have a funding source. It is the Floor Foundation, and it doesn't have an actual form. So what we're going to do is we're going to put together a proposal. I've given a sample proposal, one that we've used, any format that we've used before that's been successful in this class. And I'll invite you to read through that and look over the criteria for the grant that we're applying for. And you'll see a bunch of parts to it, but when you start reading through that sample grant, you're going to say, hey, wait a minute, we've done a lot of this work already. We've done the project description, we've looked at the need, we know something about the food bank already. So although there's a lot of work left to do, it's a bunch of pretty straightforward writing tasks, and I'm confident that we're going to be able to put this grant application together in the next couple of weeks and get done by spring break. So in terms of our reading, it's going to be looking at evaluation. In terms of our projects, each group will have a little bit different project, but we're going to really start getting going big time on putting this grant together. So buckle your seatbelts, let's keep going. Good work so far. Thanks.